Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Allow me now to invite Honorable Hussein Mohamed Bashe, the Minister of Agriculture of the United Republic of Tanzania, for the country's statement. His statement, Your Excellency, will be followed by the signing ceremony of the Dar es Salaam Declaration. Can we put our hands together as Honorable Bashe comes for the declaration?
Your Excellency, the President of the United Republic of Tanzania, Dr. Samia Suluhu Hassan, Your Excellency, the Deputy Prime Minister of the Republic of Ethiopia, my colleagues, Ministers of Agriculture from G25 and the government representative, I will not have a statement. Tanzania endorses the declaration. That will be my short statement. I'm here just to read the third G25 African Coffee Summit. Your Excellency, in brief, yesterday we had a long discussion among African G25 countries, and we had come up with our declaration, which I will read in front of you, and that will be signed. And after that, I will invite you for the closing of the summit. Dar es Salaam Declaration, third G25 African Coffee Summit, 21st to 22nd February 2025, held in Dar es Salaam, United Republic of Tanzania. We, the heads of the state and government of the 25 African coffee producing countries, convened for the third edition of the G25 African Coffee Summit in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, on 22nd of February 2025, under the theme Unlocking Employment Opportunity for Youth through Regeneration of the African Coffee Industry. Concerned that while 50% of African countries produce coffee, its global share in production and productivity and revenue has been declining for the last decades. Mindful that 90% of African coffee is exported in raw form due to lack of adequate processing and roasting plants on the continent. Considering that Africa, with a total population of 1.5 billion, has the youngest population in the world, about 70% below the age of 30, with a high level of unemployment. Recognizing that there is an urgent need to unlock employment opportunity for the youth and women, and noting the imminent threat of climate change on coffee and the urgency to support research on varieties resilient to harsher climate conditions, pests and diseases. Considering that coffee has been adopted as a strategic commodity in the African Union Agenda 2063 at the 37th Heads of State Assembly, which met at the African Union in Addis Ababa in February 2024. The Inter-African Coffee Organization is a specialized agency of the African Union for Coffee, and the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, established in 2018, provides an instrument to trade between African countries without tariff to boost sustainable economic growth on the continent. Agreed to: 1. Support research in coffee value addition to enable innovation and development of new products, generate new technologies on best agronomic practice, development of new varieties with high yield, best quality, resilient to harsher climatic conditions, pests and diseases. 2. Support investment in value addition of coffee and its product and promote domestic coffee consumption. Have at least 50% of African coffee production roasted and traded inside the continent by 2035. Innovate and adopt new technology tools in the coffee value chain. Request that the African Union represent the Inter-African Coffee Organization in negotiation with the European Union in connection with the change of EU regulatory framework, such as the EUDR and any other changes in the European regulation. Meaning, EU and any other organization globally should not make a decision on coffee without involving the African Union and the African continent. IACO member countries facilitate the establishment of centers of excellency for coffee and an African Center for Coffee Research. African governments support initiatives to increase domestic coffee consumption, and African governments empower their nationals to go into public-private partnership to invest in coffee value addition locally. We undertake to organize the G25 African Coffee Summit every 2 years. The 4th G25 African Coffee Summit will be organized in 2027 in Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. Endorsed in Dar es Salaam, this 22nd day of February 2025. I thank you all.